It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buddy up. 44. Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 19-yard line.
Mike's both. Push him back. Push him back. 44 is the mark.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
44 is the Mike. Check back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go.
Jackson, option right. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's a gain of 35.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Rip left.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw here. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm coming after you. Mike 51.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check nickel. Mike 51. I'm on. 51's a Mike. 51.
From the gun, Jackson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 11 yards there, first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll look to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Owens. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll set up a throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Come on, fellas.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 27, Jackson, and Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, set. You gotta whip. Watch the slant. Neil, safety green.
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's able to find Diggs.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. they'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Let's get it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Running. 18 data. Short. Let's head up. 51. That's the pass. 51 to Mike. Watch the back. Go. Right here, guys. Fight. 81. 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. All day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
44.
He'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
With the score, Ravens 21, Redskins 14.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Coming. Mike 6. Mike 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Taken in at the 11. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That's a punt return of 89 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Mike 6.
Back to throw now on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Mike 6.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Hey, let's get in them holes. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 44, Mike, 40. Trot. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. 44's the mic.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Jackson, options out left. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. This is McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.